It's okay, you can do this. No, they won't start throwing vegetables. Oh, yes they will. It's the internet.
Okay, so we can do the story one of two ways. We can laugh our mouth off about it, but that will upset the Harley gang, or we can just be factual about it and in the process unfunny. Let's see how it ends up. Earlier this week, Harley Davidson has stopped production and deliveries of its first electric motorcycle, the LIVEWIRE, after discovering a problem related to the vehicle's charging equipment. Well, at least it's not leaking. No, stop. Harley stated the following. We recently discovered a non-standard condition during a final quality check, stopped production and deliveries, and began additional testing and analysis, which is progressing well. We are in close contact with our LIVEWIRE dealers and customers and have assured them that they can continue to ride LIVEWIRE motorcycles. How are you gonna ride them if you can't charge them, Dave? As usual, we're keeping high quality as our top priority. Okay, so this is everything that was officially communicated by Harley, not actually quite a whole lot. So the problem itself seems to only surface while the bike is charging overnight using the standard home charger. If Harley suggests using the fast chargers, the DC chargers, then those obviously are fine, except for the fact that you can't really find them everywhere. And if you have to start planning your route around first getting to a fast charger and lastly having enough juice at the end of the ride to get you back to another fast charger, most LIVEWIRE users will decide to leave their $29,000 motorcycle in the garage untouched until Harley sorts this out. Obviously, the risk Harley is worried about here would be an electric fire, which would be disastrous for the company's image. Aside from an image problem, electric fires are inherently more dangerous than standard fires. Lithium batteries are obviously made with lithium, which is highly flammable, and while non-toxic, it can cause a whole bunch of unwanted complications. Firefighters also can't put the fire out with water, as the high voltage can cause an electric shock. Instead, they have to hopefully be able to disconnect the power supply, contain the fire, and let it burn itself out. All dangerous things which Harley hopes to steer away from. Speaking of LIVEWIRE users, sales of the bike have definitely not gone according to Harley Davidson's plan. The bike was expected by Harley to appeal to a lot more younger crowd in an exercise to bring an infusion of young blood to the brand, but as of now, most LIVEWIRE customers have been existing Harley riders. Even though there is a lot of interest by young riders in the LIVEWIRE, that interest soon evaporates when the dealer gets to the price tag of, again, $29,000. Now, Harley has been generating a lot of hype for the LIVEWIRE, even though they are struggling to turn that into sales. One of the most known PR exercises is Ewan McGregor's and Charlie Boorman's Long Way Up, which is being shot as we speak on LIVEWIREs. We've done a video about that earlier, also make sure you subscribe to catch more on the subject. We do know the boys are carrying mobile fast chargers with them in order to charge the bikes, so there really shouldn't be a problem for Long Way Up. Now, this is the weird part here. If Harley knows they have a problem with the bike, why not issue a recall? Recalls are quite frequent events for motorcycle and cars. They are nothing to be ashamed of, as in the end they make everything safer for all of us. But no, instead of a recall, Harley just tells its clients to not charge the bikes using home chargers. You could argue that they don't yet have a solution and are just informing the riders first, but I don't buy that. If it's an electrical problem and you know where it is, the standard home charger as they said, the solution really doesn't take that long to put into practice. And if online rumors are anything to go by, Harley seems to only have sold about 100 or so LIVEWIREs, so a recall would really not be very expensive for them. All in all, a very weird approach to solving a problem by Harley. Now, I highly doubt the LIVEWIRE will be scrapped, even if it is performing very poorly at the moment sales-wise. Harley has put a lot of R&D money in it so far, and it really would be a success for them if the price was somewhere under $20,000 instead of the $30,000 as of now. So what's your take on the whole LiveWire thing? Why is Harley stopping production, not issuing a recall, and being so secretive at the same time? Let us know in the comments. Well, that's the show, everybody. Give it a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming a Patreon to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.